Okay, YouTube people, we are back again for another installment of great alternatives, free alternatives to neck diagram software. And once again, I'm using CamDesk for this little video thing down here. I've switched to Ubuntu's Unity desktop, which I'd rather have GNOME Shell, the classic, but I've switched to the Unity and just auto hidden the dock of the launchpad thing over here. I like the whole idea of having a menu where I can have everything. Like let's see, I can just go ahead and delete this, and I can go over here to, I guess this is applications, I'm not sure. I can filter results here. I'll just go home and let's see, well, filter results for applications. See, I have to go through all this just to find what I need here, and then it's still not very easy to find. It just lists like installed and see 21 more, so I have to go through all this. I'd rather have a nice menu, and you can't really get that with Unity. But that's neither here nor there. I switched to Unity because the Record My Desktop software here, Record My Desktop screencast software is supposed to be better able to run on Unity, so that's what that's for. But anyway, this is number 3. We went over number 5 so far. We had chordfind.com, and that was, if I can get it to not snap here, that was this one, chordfind.com. Number 4 out of these top 5 here is allguitarchords.com. Okay, so let's put those back to where I had them on my other monitor over here. And number 3 is going to be chordbook.com. Okay, so we have Chordbook, and I'm going to go ahead and disable the camera here so that it won't lag or anything like that. Okay, so now that's disabled. Okay, so just a real quick thing here. I'll make sure that the CPU, let's do this real quick. I want to make sure this is run by Python, so I'm going to go ahead and enable this again, and we should see right up here Python. Here we go, 35. Python's jumping up, so I'm going to disable that, and you won't see me moving, so it's gone. Okay, good. I can actually leave this open and move it out of the way and bring it back when I need to. Okay, so let's bring this out over and out of the way too. Chordbook. Check this out. Now, Chordbook is number 3 because of the user interface and the way that it looks. It looks very nice, and this is another one that I found while looking for years ago while looking for chords. The cool thing is you can actually sign up for an account here and save your own chords, personal chords. And let's get right on into this. When you go to chordbook.com, it will take you to this. That was actually on social stuff, and we'll get on to that here in a little bit. But this is the homepage of chordbook.com. Once again, this little thing about how you have 13,000 chords and inversions, blah blah blah. But I said last time, you won't never use that many chords. Don't be fooled by that. Like I said, I've got a guitar book that has over 7,000 chords in it, and you just won't use that many. It's better to learn a few basic chords and then just manipulate those, embellish on those, add notes, take away notes, put your fingers in other places, and create your own chords. And then you get into music theory and learn what those chords are called. So it's best to just memorize basic chords and then create your own chords and memorize those, and you'll be just fine. So let's go to the actual chord book here. Guitar chords is what we're going to look for, so let's go to guitar chords. And this is the meat of the section here. This is very cool. You can choose which guitar you have. You have acoustic or electric, and they both sound different. Just to give you a different idea of what they sound like here, let's go ahead and strum this. That's electric. Go to acoustic. Here's what that sounds like. I think the electric sounds a little bit fuller, so we're going to go with that one. Cool thing is you can actually create chords. You can move these around to your liking, whatever you want. And the E minor 9 is one of my favorites, so once again I'm going to take it there and enable. You can either put an X or click that and enable it to do what you need to. It will show you over here what you're playing. You're playing an E, a B, F sharp or G flat right here, the G, open G, the D note on the B string 3rd fret, and the E. You can actually change the fret numbers here and it will move the whole chord with that. So let's play this. It gives us a nice sound. What's acoustic sounds like. Okay, so maybe that's a little deeper for. Let me move this back. It reset it, so let me move this back to where I had it here. Now, if you're logged in and signed up, the cool thing is you can go to My Chords, actually search this, and it will tell you what it is. You return to Chordbook and go to My Chords, and you can save that there. If you're logged in, it will save that. Once you redo this, and if you're not logged in and don't have an account, it's going to reset and you're not going to find it again. I'm not sure if it does cookies or not, so I would make sure that you're signed in. So you can save your different chords, which is very cool. You can have different versions of an E minor 9. So let's go ahead back here to My Chords, User 1, Chordbook. Well, I guess it's going to save that for me. Oh, here we go, save. There. Okay, so Chordbook, and for some reason it still does not want me to see that. Anyway, this is just weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, so back here. Okay, so tells me to strum fast, slow, medium. Let's do a medium strum. It's a little better. We got volume. We got left hand, right hand, capo on. We can tell it where we want to move this capo. Let's go to the 2nd fret here. 3rd fret, 4th fret, capo off. Okay, that was the capo, that little thingamajig up there. That's the capo. So let's play it on the 4th position just for fun. So that don't sound good. We can move it up to the 3rd. Move it up to the 2nd. Okay, so just depending on where you're at, let's just for fun go to the 7th fret. Okay, 6th fret makes it sound very cool. 6th fret, 7th fret is right here, so that's going to be an E note. So it tells you you're playing E, an E, this is an E, a B, a G, and E. So it does have a cool sound there. Once again, we can select a root. I can tell it E. I can tell it, I don't find a minor 9 here. Tell it minor, E9, E major 9, strum it. And if I like it, I tell it to save, and voila, it saves it to My Chords right here, which is why you need an account. So, let's see what else this thing's got here. I haven't been on this site in a while. So that tells you what you can do with Chordbook. Tells you the notes, tells you what type of guitar to use. Let's go to the guitar scales here real quick. And we load these up. And now we can play different C scales, or different scales. Let's do a key of E. Let's do a blues scale, why not? And if you scroll down, it tells you the same thing here, up here, the blues. The bass is the most popular music. A kind of variation of the pentatonic, combination with the chromatic, blah, blah, blah. Bass is popular music, kind of variation of the pentatonic, so it's the same exact description as it shows down here. So you can get an idea of what it looks like. You can do this. You can select a variation. Let's go to variation number 2. Okay, you can tell the direction going up or down. You can tell the speed. You can tell it to repeat. No, it would keep going on and repeat it. Let's see, the 3rd variation. Okay, so this is the E and this is the E. 4th, this is the open string position. Okay, so it doesn't really tell you the root notes. It doesn't tell you where the E's are. You kind of have to listen for that. Okay, and the audio drops out once again, but I'm going to try my best to keep up with this. Version 5, and here's what it's going to sound like. Of course, I'm a little ahead of that, but I'm doing the best I can to keep it there. So let's go now for pentatonic major. And that didn't quite work. I didn't tell it to go, that's why. Alright, so. Variation 1, a little behind once again. Just bear with me. So we're going to G, the G harmonic minor. Tell it to go here, and we'll play immediately. Variation 3, once again, it's spread wide out. And you'll notice that it is playing from G to G once again in that scale. So the cool thing here is we have a guitar tuner now that we can go to, and it shows you the tuning there that you can use. You strum it and it will strum each chord or each string individually, or you can press up or down here and you can see how it changes the note there. Once you press the R, you'll hear it, and that R is for repeat. You can see it right there. The E is continuing to repeat. So that's a pretty neat thing, and it just shows your tunings down here as you go along. Now the cool stuff is where it gets really neat. It's got a few things like a guitar jam session, things like that. Not many things, but the jam session is very nice. Little tracks that you can play along with, and I'll just give you some samples here. B major blues, B minor blues. Pretty nice that you can have a jam session there like that. So let's go to the B minor experience here. Has kind of like an All Along the Watchtower. This no doubt is named after Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd. Let's try this one. A little weird. And then we'll see what Southpaw sounds like. Spanish. And based on A Whole Lot of Love. So it's pretty cool. You got a lot of jam tracks that you can jam with. So it's an interesting area. I really like it. Now the social stuff, you'll see that you have the forum here, and you can tell by the dates to the right here that they are pretty close. The date, as you can see, is July 10th up in there on the top right here. And right there's the 8th, so it's pretty well kept up. You got tons of posts, a lot of topics, so people, if you have a question on this, people will definitely probably be able to help you out. So once again, the guitar jam session. I think I was checking to see if there's any description going on here. There wasn't. So that's chordbook.com for you. Once again, it's not very good to print the stuff out, but it does suffice for a guitar chord book thing. Now, this is totally not going to work because I don't know what I'm saying here. Once again, this audio is overdubbed. So I think I'm just telling you that chordbook.com here and what you can use it for, basically going over it. You do need an account to save all your chords in that, like I said. And I think I'm just giving you an idea. It's 2012 here. At least it's more up to date than guitarchordfind.com, which was, as we said in a couple videos back, 2006. Guitar Chords, allguitarchords.com, the last one we did, goes to 2009, so it's still kind of pretty much out of date too. At least the Chordbook is updated, and when you go to the social area, the forums, you can see that there are people asking questions. So this is it. What I'm telling you here is this is it for number 3 out of 5. It is chordbook.com. Check it out. It's pretty interesting, free variation on neck diagram software, and I believe you'll be able to find it's very useful. It's very graphic, user friendly, and so let's see. I'm not exactly sure once again what I'm telling you here. I'm going to have to start recording this with Audacity in the background, kind of give an idea of what's going on here. Basically, I think I'm telling you here to make sure to comment and subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel here. I know I was telling you now. If you have a suggestion for my YouTube channel based on this video, you can go to my YouTube channel, and you can leave a comment in the section once you navigate to my channel. You'll see this request here only, guitar suggestion request box. And that is where you will be leaving any requests for videos that you might want to see. And when you click on that, it will show you where you can go. So you can read a few things based on my channel here. Okay, so you can go and find on my YouTube channel where you can give me a request, and if you'll read in the area, where it says before placing a suggestion, that will tell you what I need to get from you before you place a suggestion. It talks about rankings, it talks about voting for different videos and requests, and there's a few people that have done that already. It also tells you what this channel is for. It's for guitar lessons and what our considered request for. So definitely check that out, and so that's something that's going to be very handy for you. Do make sure to comment on this video and leave maybe some of your ideas for what you use for free guitar neck diagram software. And once again, if you have a request or suggestion, leave it on that other video that I'm just showing you. Alright, so that's chordbook.com, and that is number 3 in our countdown. Stay tuned next time for number 2, and please subscribe, like, comment, and share, and check out my website at secretsoftexasbluesguitar.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.